Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where in the world you're viewing this from. I'm Sharon Egolinsky, CEO of SR Evolve, strategic advisor and turnaround counselor to the C-suite. I hope you're safe and well. This week, I want to spend my few minutes with you sharing the importance of shifting your outlook in your businesses right now and going forward. We are also inundated with advice on how we have to pivot and how to play defense during this crisis. But I want to encourage business leaders to instead change that messaging to your teams and your stakeholders, to that you may not have all the answers right now, but you're working on developing the plans to address whatever the future holds. It is so important to communicate that everyone's in good hands and with good thinking minds. You don't have to have all the answers right now. And think of the extraordinary opportunities. It's so rare for the whole world and all the economies to be in the same position facing a global pandemic that in many ways it levels the playing field for businesses lagging the competition. It also erases many historic barriers to entry. Those teams who stop playing defense and dig into what scenarios are possible going forward have basically a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pursue the paths and take the risks that might have been absolutely impossible under historic conditions. So I have three quick but important pieces of advice. Number one, those who are still convinced that technology and digital platforms are separate from the rest of their businesses and nice to have need to understand that technology and digital tools connect just about everything, and that's not going anywhere. If this pandemic has taught us many things, it's taught us that we should consider how far we've come with, for example, social and gaming technology, and revisit how we need to revamp our business platforms and our ecosystems to be just as advanced. The pretext that your clients may not be ready, or you're not ready, or not technologically adept are no longer justifiable. Remember, as technology advances faster than we could ever imagine, there will always be a lagging generation, and we have to be nimble enough to engage with the past and the future at the same time. This technology shortfall applies to our employees and our boards as well. Invest in the time to train management, your workforce, and your boards while continuing to identify and update often the newer skill sets necessary to connect the current with the future. Point two, it's really an offshoot of point one. In my opinion, keep in mind that no industry is exempt from state-of-the-art technology or the digital experience. Instead of waiting for the return to normal, why aren't more industries like fitness, consumer products, and luxury goods going beyond to reinvent the new best-in-class logistics and engagement? I'm working on this with a client as we speak, and it's incredible. And as a nation, we just witnessed a forced shift by massive industrial companies from their normal manufacturing to production of N95 masks and even respirators. In days, never mind months. Where is that brain power and incentive when we need it the most? Reinvigorating and reinventing our businesses and, of course, our economy. It's not easy, but it can be done. Number three, last but not least, make sure as executives you are inviting even those you don't normally invite to participate in your going forward strategy discussions. In my experience taking companies through complete restructures and transitions, I have cultivated the most unusual and interesting ideas from the most unconventional sources and business areas. You need to be quick, selective, and extremely discerning given the time constraints, but I share with you, it can shift your thinking in ways you would not have come up with without being open to some outside-the-box input from these employees. So keep an open mind, keep an eye out for opportunities, and I'll see you next week.